my topic today is avoiding complications in surgical fusion of osteoporosis. So these are the pictures about my hospital where I have been working for more than 40 years as a spine surgeon. So as for the lumbar fusion, we can say in recent 20 years, we have a lot of surgical methods such as MIST-lift, PLIF, A-lift, or D-lift, X-lift, O-lift, and axial lift, all about innovative fusion of lumbar spine. As for the lumbar spine fusion, it can cover almost all the spectrum of lumbar spine condition, such as trauma, degenerations, deformity, tumor, other bone diseases. But with the aging society, we have more and more patients coming with osteoporosis. It caused the new problem. With osteoporosis, bone remodeling is down, fusion rate is down, so the biomechanical environment change on the surface of bone implants. So it caused complications related to the osteoporosis, such as screw loosening, hardware failure, compression fracture, PJK and PJF, increased spondylolisthesis, scoliosis and pseudocirrhosis, and even revision surgery. So these are the pictures of screw loosening pullout, PJK, and proxy junctional compression fracture. This is a case of cage subsidence, failure of lumbar surgery. With that, how to avoid associated complications? I think there's two aspects of the treatment to be emphasized. First off is a preoperative assessment and the treatment of osteoporosis. The second aspect is intraoperative management, including increasing screw anchorage and avoiding junctional complications. So first of all, for the aging people, we have to pay attention to screen the osteoporosis. Can be the indications of bone densitometry for the aging people, women and men, people, low body weight, revision surgery, things like this, history of fracture, and there's a kind of classification of osteoporosis based on the WHO standards. There's normal osteopenia, osteoporosis, severe osteoporosis, mainly based on the DEXA measurement. And apart from DEXA still remain the gold standards to measure BMD, but sometimes it's often unreliable in the degenerative change and deformities and the patients who have previous surgery. So the people turn to other screen tool like TBS, the trabecular bone score, to identify the microarchitecture of the trabecular bone, and also the quantitative CT measurements. We need to familiar to HU. If the HU is above below the 135, it means the suggests the osteoporosis. If the HU value is below the 50, surgery should be avoided. In recent literature, there are some authors try to measure the bone densitometry by bone density by means of MRI. These are the DEXA and HU, quantitative CT scan. As for the preoperative assessment and treatment, we have many things to do. Apart from screening, we should pay attention to the nutritional supplement, patient education, and treatment of osteoporosis. These are the sometimes we need to have a surgical delay. For the urgent indication or simpler cases, probably you don't need to have surgical delay. But for 1 to 2 level posterior fusions, you need to have a short-term delay for something like 3 months, or have long delays, 6 or to 2 months to big surgery. So these are the drug options of osteoporosis treatment. During the operation, probably we can make a lot of things, increasing screw anchorage, like CBT, fenestrated screws, and superior cortical screws, double pedicle screws, cross trajectory technique, expandable screws, and special designing conical screwing to increase the pull-out strength, and coated screws with same objective. And also during the operation, you can have another thing, many things to do to avoid the junctional complications such as contour, a lot of things like fixation, to stress the fixation point, and combine the anterior and posterior fixation to be sure the cage has less opportunity of subsidence. And fenestrated screws combined with vertebral plasty to increase the pull-out strength, and preventative vertebral plasty on the UIV, or even one segment above the UIV vertebra. And this is a transverse hook to ensure the strength in every point of fixation. So finally, let's have a conclusion. Surgical fusion have been widely accepted. With osteoporosis, there are many adverse consequences. How to avoid complications in the surgical fusion of osteoporosis? First of all, preoperative assessment and treatment. The goal of preoperative optimizations to prepare the patient and the spinal column for rapid healing and avoidance of complications. Meanwhile, during the operation, we can do something to increase the screw anchorage to avoid junctional complications. Thank you very much.